If two engineers open the same model and produce drawings that look completely different arrowheads, different fonts, different symbol styles, it's not a documentation problem. Instead, it has to do with the standard. The good news is that SOLIDWORKS lets you lock down all of that from one place, cascade it across an entire drawing, and still override individual pieces when a specification demands it. In this video, I'll show you how to set your overall standard, how to customize down to a single annotation or dimension type, how to package it all up so your whole team draws the same way, and a brand new 2026 enhancement for surface finish symbols you'll want to know about. Let's get into it. Everything starts here. Taking a look at our document properties, one thing to call out right away. These are our document properties, not system options. That means they're saved with the file, and more importantly, they're saved into your templates. So essentially, this will mean that once we set up how we want this to look, we can save this to a template and we'll use the following document properties that we've set. At the top, this is the overall drafting standard. You can consider this the master setting. So picking our standard, whether it's ANSI, ISO, DIN, JIS, BSI, and so on, SOLIDWORKS derives the defaults for everything downstream from that. So when I set this to ANSI, for example, we can see here things like dimensions, how our dimensions are being displayed, like notes, arrows, weld symbols, all that pulls from the default ANSI standard. If I switch over to ISO, we can see that same one has the line in the middle in between when we're placing our dimension. And those changes, the arrow styles, dimension placement, all that shift to match the ISO expectations. So in some cases, making sure we have the right overall standard and saving in our template is enough. But what if you need to modify the details? Here, we can see in terms of our categories, for example, annotations, dimensions, tables, and so forth. Each one of those individual types, we're able to select a standard for them. So even though we've set like an overall standard, we can override any category with its own base standard. So say, for example, my company drafts to ANSI standard, but our weld symbols need to follow a different standard. We can head over to weld symbols. And then I can set this, for example, say it's going to follow GB. Now my weld symbols will follow GB while everything else stays ANSI. Same thing on the dimension side. We take a look at our diameter. Maybe I want my diameter dimension to follow ISO. I can set the base diameter dimension standard and only by diameter dimensions. When we head back to the overall setting, we can see now that it now reads ANSI modified. This tells us that we're based on ANSI, but in one or more of the fields, we've overwritten the standard setting. And then from here, individually, we can dive into the actual formatting, text font, height, arrow style for our respective entities. Once we have it the way we want, we have two options. We can save this out to a template, whether it's a part, drawing, or an assembly template, or we can save the drawing standard to an external file. This writes out as an sldstd for SOLIDWORKS standard, and it gives us a file that captures all of the document property changes we made. From here, you can drop this onto a network location. Anyone on the team can load that external file to pull in the exact same standard, providing standardization across your company. So the workflow can be setting the overall standard, overriding by type, and then fine-tuning the individual settings as needed. Then from there, either save it to a template or save it to a standards file. Before we wrap up, there's a new enhancement if you do any ISO work. SOLIDWORKS 2026 adds a new document property for surface finish symbols that conform to the ISO 21920-1 profile standard. Whether the drafting standard is set to ISO or just the base surface finish standard is set to ISO. So if you're working with international partners or in a regulated industry, this is the one that your inspectors are increasingly expecting. Whether you're using the new surface finish standard in 2026 or utilizing the drafting standards file or templates, you can ensure that you have consistency across your drawings. If this helped tighten up your drawing standards, give it a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.